only talking about today. Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome to another What Are We Talking About review. Today, talking about the new Steven Soderbergh movie, Logan Lucky Logan? I always get it backwards, but I'm pretty sure it's Logan Lucky, which, it's Logan Lucky. So this movie is about, well, it stars Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, and they're the Logan brothers, and they're a little bit, down on their luck. Adam Driver's character believes there's a family curse, the Logan family curse, that is the cause for all of their troubles. Like, Adam Driver's character lost his arm in, I believe, Iraq. Jimmy Logan, played by Channing Tatum, has a bum knee, and at the start of the movie he gets fired because of it, and so like they're a little bit down on their luck, and they decide to essentially, pull a heist on, I forget, it's like I want to say Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but that's not right, because they're in West Virginia. I don't remember what the place is, but they're going to go and rob this place, basically. Because Channing Tatum was working as a construction guy underneath, and so he figured out how all the money is transferred, and he used that knowledge to create this plan to, essentially rob these people. And it starts out kind of slow, but it kind of adds to it in a way, because it feels natural due to what the movie is about. It's about the South, right? And it seems like everything moves a little slower in the South, and they kind of have more of a drawl to their voice, and they don't necessarily rush out with everything they say. And it adds to the effectiveness of the movie, I think. And it like I said, it starts a little bit slow, but it's funny still. And even though it's a little slow, it's like a slow burn to a really good ending, I think. And all the acting was quite good. I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Craig as Bond. Like, he's fine. I'm not a huge Bond fan, though, so that's the thing. But I thought Daniel Craig was really good in this movie. He was quite funny, and it seemed like it was. I mean, I saw it in the trailer, how his accent and stuff like that, and they're from the South, so I knew he was going to also have a Southern accent, but he surprised me. He played something that I did not expect from him, so that was cool. Also, Channing Tatum did a really good job. He played somebody that he doesn't normally play. It had a little bit of 21 Jump Street feels, where it's like he's kind of playing somebody who is not the cool kid, but it's different because in this, he's just a guy that's down on his luck. Like, he's just a guy. He did a really good job of playing a real person, even though it was in this fantastical movie, in a way. But all of the actors did a good job for playing what they had to do. And one thing that these movies, it has in common with, like, the Ocean's movies, there's a lot of people and that are unexpected, at least for me. I didn't know the whole cast going in or anything, so there were some people that showed up that was unexpected. Seth MacFarlane, Hilary Swank. So overall, all the actors were good. Everything was quite good. It was, like I said, a little slow at the start, and so it took me a little bit to get into it, but once it started getting into it, it just got better and better throughout. And I haven't seen all the Ocean's movies. You might know that if you have listened to the podcast. But I think it was Ocean. I've either seen Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 13. I'm not sure which. And it was a long time ago. And I enjoyed it when I watched it. And maybe if I watched it now, I would enjoy it more. I'm not sure. But I enjoyed it enough for the time. But this movie I enjoyed quite a bit more. There's even a good moment in the film where they're talking about how this heist feels like Ocean's 11. People are calling it Ocean's 7-Eleven. Like, it's pretty. It definitely has the same feeling that those Ocean's movies have, with the whole heist aspect, and especially the very end. I don't want to give really anything away, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And like the way that the whole plan works out and everything, it is really well done. And it's like, it's not like it happens and you're like, well, I don't buy that. That doesn't make sense. It does. It fits, totally makes sense, because when you were, without giving too much away, while you're watching the movie, there's a moment that happens where there's a character that I'm not sure we had seen before, but he definitely felt like he wasn't just a random background character. He felt like he needed to be more important, and then he eventually is later on. So like it works for me. I definitely believe this plan, and it's really well done, really well executed, and overall it's just a fun movie. So overall, the negatives that I have, like I said, it starts a little bit slow, but other than that, I can't think of a lot of negatives. This is a really, really good movie. I definitely recommend watching it if you haven't seen it yet, and if you have seen it, I'd love to know, what do you guys think? But for a score out of 10, I'm going to have to give this movie a 9 out of 10. I really, really liked it. Like I said, it started a little bit slow. It took a bit to get into it, but overall, after the movie was done, I loved it. Glad that I watched it, and I recommend seeing it. Do you need to see it in theaters? I don't know. I recommend seeing it in theaters because this movie is good enough that the amount of money it's making it sucks. This is an original movie by a great director who the film is not making the money it should. So if you haven't seen it in theaters and you're at all interested, I recommend checking it out. But if you're only, semi-interested, this isn't like an event film that you have to see in theaters for the experience or anything like that. But it's really good. Check it out. And like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments section if you have seen Logan Lucky. How does it rank against the other Soderbergh movies in your opinion? What about Magic Mike, like another Channing Tatum Soderbergh team up? I haven't seen Magic Mike, so maybe after this I'm going to have to watch it because they teamed up quite well in this. And like I said, 9 out of 10 for me. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.
When do they discuss all the latest movies, or when something big happens in the news? See, that's us. What are we talking about?